In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to start a poultry farm from scratch as a beginner. Not theory, but real things you must have and real space you need, using clear sample numbers for layers, broilers, and dual-purpose birds. This will help you clearly understand what is required, so grab a pen and paper and note things down as we go. Let us start with layers, because this is where many beginners choose to begin since eggs are produced daily. If you are starting with 100 layers, you do not need a lot of land. Less than half an acre is enough for a poultry house, a small store, and other simple structures. However, it is always a good idea to plan ahead for future expansion. 1 acre measures approximately 4,000 square meters, which can be arranged as 100 meters by 40 meters, or in any other layout, as long as the total area is about 4,000 square meters. For 100 layers, a house of 20 square meters is enough, and this can be built with a length of 5 meters and a width of 4 meters. What matters is not how beautiful the house looks, but how comfortable the birds are inside. You also need a small store where you can safely keep feed and basic equipment away from rain, rodents, and theft. In terms of equipment, 2 big drinkers are enough for 100 layers, and 4 feeders will serve them well if they are properly spaced. Since these are layers, nesting boxes are very important. You need between 20 and 25 nesting boxes, so the birds can lay eggs comfortably without stress or breakage. When it comes to feed, from day 1 up to the end of week 18, when most layers are expected to start producing eggs, the maximum feed required is 695 kilograms. This figure helps you plan your budget early and avoid unexpected shortages. However, it is important to understand that even after the birds start laying eggs, income from egg sales will not be enough to cover all daily expenses at the beginning, so proper financial planning is still necessary. Health management starts on the first day. You must consider vaccines according to the vaccination schedule, and you also need basic medicines and supplements such as glucose and multivitamins, especially on the first day when the day-old chicks arrive. A sprayer and disinfectant are necessary for disinfecting the poultry house and equipment, and you must also have light and heat sources for brooding to keep the chicks warm during the early weeks. Now, if 100 layers feels too small for your goal, the next common level beginners look at is 500 layers. Even at this scale, half an acre of land is still enough for the poultry house, a store, and other basic structures, while leaving room for future expansion. The poultry house for 500 layers should be about 100 square meters, and the practical size is 15 meters long and 7 meters wide. You also need a reasonable store that can hold larger quantities of feed and equipment safely. For 500 layers, 10 big drinkers are enough, and you will need 20 feeders to reduce competition and wastage. Nesting boxes should be increased to between 120 and 125. From day 1 to the end of week 18, the maximum feed required is 3,480 kilograms. Just like with 100 layers, vaccination is not optional. It must follow the recommended schedule if you want consistent egg production and low losses. If you are thinking bigger and you want to go beyond 500 layers, then 1,000 layers is usually the next serious step. At this level, planning becomes even more important because small mistakes start becoming expensive. For 1,000 layers, an acre of land is enough for the poultry house, a good store, and other necessary structures. Just like before, it is not only about what you need now, but also about giving yourself space to expand without pressure in the future. The poultry house for 1,000 layers should be about 200 square meters. A practical layout is a length of 29 meters and a width of 7 meters. This size allows proper spacing, good ventilation, and easier movement when feeding and collecting eggs. You will need a good store, not just a temporary one, because feed quantities are higher and must be protected from moisture and pests. For equipment, 20 big drinkers are enough for 1,000 layers, and you will need 40 feeders to ensure all birds access feed evenly. Nesting boxes should be around 250 to reduce crowding and egg damage. From day 1 to the end of week 18, when most layers start producing eggs, the maximum feed required is 6,958 kilograms. This figure alone shows why planning your cash flow early is critical when working with large numbers. Everything else we discussed earlier still applies here. Vaccination must strictly follow the schedule, hygiene must be maintained daily, and basic biosecurity practices cannot be ignored. Bigger numbers do not forgive poor management. Now let us shift from layers to broilers, because broilers attract many beginners who want faster returns. If you are starting with 100 broilers, Less than half an acre of land is still enough for the poultry house, a small store, and other basic structures, while leaving room to grow. The poultry house for 100 broilers should be about 12 square meters, and this can be 4 meters long and 3 meters wide. You will need a small store for feed and equipment, 2 big drinkers, and 4 feeders. From day 1 to the end of week 7, the maximum feed required is 468 kilograms. Some farmers choose to sell broilers at week 6, which can increase profit. However, if feeding and health management are poor, birds may go beyond week 7 without reaching market weight, which reduces profit. Just like with layers, broilers also require vaccination according to the schedule. You also need basic medicines and supplements such as glucose and multivitamins, especially on the first day when the day-old chicks arrive. Everything we talked about earlier regarding cleanliness, disinfection, and brooding still applies here as well. When you increase broiler numbers, the principles remain the same, but the pressure on management becomes higher. For 500 broilers, half an acre of land is enough for the poultry house, a small store, and other basic structures, while still allowing space for future expansion. Proper spacing and planning at this stage make daily work easier and reduce stress on the birds. The poultry house for 500 broilers should be about 60 square meters, and the practical size is 12 meters long and 5 meters wide. You still need a small store to keep feed and equipment safe and dry. For equipment, 10 big drinkers are enough, and 20 feeders will serve 500 broilers well if they are well distributed in the house. From day 1 to the end of week 7, the maximum feed required is 2,338 kilograms. Now, let us talk about dual-purpose birds, which many beginners like because they can be raised for both meat and eggs. If you are starting with 100 dual-purpose birds, less than half an acre of land is enough for the poultry house, store, and other structures, with room to expand later. The poultry house size is similar to that of 100 layers, which is 20 square meters, and this can be 5 meters long and 4 meters wide. You will need a small store, 2 big drinkers, and 4 feeders. If your goal is egg production, you need about 20 nesting boxes. From day 1 to the end of week 20, when most dual-purpose birds are expected to start producing eggs, the maximum feed required is 1,810 kilograms. If your goal is meat production instead, the feed requirement changes. You need 816 kilograms of feed if you plan to sell them after 3 months, and 1,285 kilograms if you plan to sell them after 4 months. Health management remains very important with dual-purpose birds. Vaccines must follow the recommended schedule, and basic medicines and supplements like glucose and multivitamins are necessary, especially on the first day when the day-old chicks arrive. Everything mentioned earlier about cleanliness, disinfection, and brooding still applies here. When you move to 500 dual-purpose birds, management becomes more structured, but it is still very achievable if you plan well. Half an acre of land is enough for the poultry house, a store, and other necessary structures, while still leaving room for future expansion. Space planning at this stage helps you avoid overcrowding and makes daily operations smoother. The poultry house for 500 dual-purpose birds should be about 100 square meters, and the practical size is 15 meters long and 7 meters wide. You need a small store to safely keep feed and equipment. For equipment, 10 big drinkers are enough, and 20 feeders will serve 500 birds well. If your goal is egg production, you need around 120 nesting boxes to reduce stress and egg breakage. From day 1 to the end of week 20, when most dual-purpose birds are expected to start producing eggs, the maximum feed required is 9,055 kilograms if you are using the deep litter system. If your goal is meat production instead, feed requirements change. You need 4,085 kilograms of feed if you plan to sell the birds after 3 months, and 6,430 kilograms if you plan to sell them after 4 months. These figures show why your production goal must be clear from the beginning. Just like with all other birds, vaccination must follow the recommended schedule. Basic medicines and supplements such as glucose and multivitamins are necessary on the first day when the day-old chicks arrive. Good hygiene, regular disinfection, and proper brooding are not optional at this level because losses affect your profit very quickly. Now that you have seen what is required for different types and numbers of birds, the most important thing to understand is that poultry farming is not about starting big. It is about starting right. Many beginners fail not because poultry does not work, but because they jump into numbers they cannot manage, or they spend money without a clear plan. If you have land, some capital, and the discipline to follow simple routines every day, you already have enough to start. If you need figures for a specific number of birds that I did not mention, write the type of birds and the number in the comments, and I will respond. If you want ready toolkits that make planning, feeding, and record keeping easier for beginners, check the link in the description and download what fits your situation. Everything there is designed to help you avoid costly mistakes. If this video helped you understand poultry farming more clearly, support the channel by liking the video. Subscribe if you want more practical poultry content that is simple, honest, and beginner friendly. Share this video with someone who keeps saying they want to start poultry but do not know where to begin. And don't forget to watch the next video on your screen for more tips about poultry farming. I'll see you in the next one.